puzzle solving in Spain. Hello, welcome back. As you can tell, we are not in the puzzle solving office of mystery this week. I'm on holiday, so I decided instead of just missing a week of solving puzzles, we would bring one to Spain with us. Today we are solving the Hanayama Delta puzzle. It's a level 3 puzzle. I intentionally didn't bring one of the harder levels out here because I don't want to have to spend days of my holiday trying to solve this puzzle. So hopefully it can be a quick one. The setup's going to be a little bit different. The sound's probably a little bit different because we're outside. There's a jet flying overhead somewhere as well. You might be able to hear that as we're going along. But hopefully it doesn't take too long. Okay, so here it is, the Delta puzzle. Again, this is one of those ones that's bigger than I actually thought it was going to be. And if we look at the box, we're going to split it into these 3 bits here, which looks interesting. So, what have we got to start with? Now, the first thing we notice is that it is quite loose. Yeah, it almost opens up like almost like a transformer sort of type thing. I feel like this bit should turn now and have a face on the other side. That's interesting. So it seems to pull, each bit pulls apart a little bit, and that creates almost like a triangle on the inside. Now, because we're at a slightly different angle filming wise this time, I might not be able to describe or show you what's happening as well as normal. I have noticed that you can see my reflection in here though while we're doing it. So you get to enjoy my face, my confused looking face as we are solving it. So it's almost, in terms of how it comes apart, because these sort of move independently of each other as well, it's got to be, to solve it, it's got to be a combination of, see how that tilts and moves around, there's quite a lot of space between each one, and how everything in the middle is sort of clashing and getting in each other's way to stop it going any further. So it's going to be, I think, a combination of twists and turns and getting things from different spaces. Now, from the picture, I'm not going to study it too much, but it did look like the 3 bits are identical or close to being identical. I guess that's one thing I didn't factor in actually. Insects. We'll see how we get on. Hopefully I don't get stung by a wasp or anything while we're doing this one. It is nice to have a different setting though, an outside setting. So independently, if we hold these 2, that one essentially just moves in and out. If we hold these 2, that one essentially just has the same movement. And if we hold these 2, yeah, we've not got much movement there. It's bigger movements are when they're all free to move around each other. There's nothing in terms of up and down, so this way. It is all literally just in these 2 dimensions. It should make it easier. One less dimension that we've got to play around with. So now I'm going to figure out which bits are attached to which other bits. So for this bit, you've got that there and that there. For this bit here, you've got this here and that there. And then for this bit, you've got that bit and that bit there. They all seem to have names as well, and there's no way you're going to be able to see this, but this one here says Delta on it, this one here says Hanayama on it, and that third one doesn't say anything on it, so that's the blank one for now. And when they're pulled apart, they're obviously as locked together as they can possibly be. So there's got to be something in the middle of pulled fully apart that yeah, I don't know whether it's going to be a step-by-step one, where we have to get to one stage and then get to the next stage, or whether it's going to be similar to like all the level 4 puzzles we've done, where we just get it in one position and they all just fall apart from there. I don't think we're going to get to a stage as well where one of them comes out enough for it to be an up or down movement that finishes it off. At this stage, I do feel like it is just going to be getting them in the right position, or getting like one of the notches in the middle just slightly past one of the others. I feel like something clicks there, so when we get to that, I feel like something gets past something. Like here, we seem to have a bigger gap there. I don't feel like there's any benefit from solving it this way around or this way around. Not making any progress whatsoever. Can't see a position in which one little latch latch in the middle gets past another latch. One thing that's helped us solve previous puzzles is figuring out how it actually opens. Like, how does this bit come out? Because this bit comes out by getting past that bit there, but that bit there can't move because that bit's in the way, and that bit can't move to let this piece out in the first place. So first of all, I need to figure out how it's going to open. And based on that, I think it's going to be a case of all three are going to come apart at once, as opposed to getting one part out and then the other two just follow. Need some refreshment. This one might take a while. Now, it doesn't seem like these bits, I've been trying to get them into positions where you can get one of the lips past the other. It doesn't seem to be possible with the shape of it to solve it in that way. So it must be a case of like they all get into exactly the same position and then slip out somehow. Just don't know what that position is yet. So I've had it in one position before where they seem further apart than they have done. Like here, it seems like we're in a place where it's not easily going back to the start, but not easily making any progress. You know, whether that means anything. And it also feels like we've got slightly bigger gaps in here than we've had before. Oh, I tell you what, I think that is as far apart. See how close we are to these three things just skipping over each other? That is close. Is this it? Or is this supposed to be it? Here to tease us. I'm just alternatively trying to. Oh, is that it? There we go. There we go. Delta puzzle solved. So now to put it back together. Now it came apart fairly easily, so I think putting it back together should be relatively simple as well. Yes. We did it! We solved the Delta puzzle, which is good for two reasons. The first reason, the most important reason, being that our puzzle solving skills span across different countries. We are not limited to a small little office with children's wallpaper in a little office in Leeds. And the second reason is we are now 9 out of 9 puzzles solved. So this one was a fairly interesting one. This was one of the types of puzzles that for 95% of the time that you spend trying to solve it, you make like zero progress. But then for that last 30 seconds, 60 seconds, it all just comes tumbling apart and you solve it. You go from 0 to 100% solved in no time at all. Now for us, we actually got to the point at which it opened earlier, but we just didn't realise how close we were or what we had to do to get it open in the end. Still don't fully understand how it opened, but I do know that you have to create like a little inverted triangle with the little bits in the middle, and then just slowly pull one apart, pull a bit further, pull a bit further, until the end bits just slip past each other. Putting it back together was the easiest thing I've ever done. Apart from probably the loop puzzle, this is the one that goes back together the easiest. Which makes sense because this is, apart from that loop puzzle, this is the lowest level Hanayama puzzle that we have solved. This is the first and only level 3 that we have solved. Now normally at this part of the video I rank how hard I think the Delta puzzle is in relation to the puzzles that I've already solved. Now I'm sad enough to bring one puzzle out on holiday to Spain with me. I'm not sad enough to bring 9, so we will do that ranking on the next video when we solve our next puzzle. Until then, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this good weather in Spain. It's unbelievable that it is October right now. If you ever enjoyed this puzzle solving adventure, please like the video, and if you want to see more, then click subscribe. There should be my face somewhere around here. And if you want to see some more just like this, but in a not as spectacular setting, then click these videos here to check out some more. Until next time, peace!